From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Friday, April 29th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. As of Monday, May 2nd, all water supply will be shut off for residents living in the village of Beaverbrook in Luzerne County. Last night, we heard from the president of the Beaverbrook Association. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has more.
Nearly 200 people in 50 homes in Beaverbrook may soon be living without water. Letters were sent to the residents from the Klein Township Municipal Authority stating that the water will be shut off on May 2nd due to non-payment of an overdue bill. According to Beaverbrook Water Association President Bob Quinn, the past due balance of $30,000 largely came from a water main leak in 2008 when sewer lines were run into Beaverbrook.
The main broke. There was an undetected leak. We got the bill for the water. So this isn't something that water went through somebody's house and there was a leak and nobody knew what was going on. This is water that went from the main before it got to somebody's house, into the ground, into the strippings, wherever it ended up. I see Klein Township's point. No hard feelings with them at this point. What they're doing is probably legally they're able to do. But I believe people need to sit down with an open mind, quit worrying about the past, worry about today and the future, and the residents that live here.
If the water is shut off, it will affect senior citizens, children, and veterans who live in the neighborhood. The Water Association is run by Quinn and a couple of volunteers. It is currently in default with the USDA for a loan for the water system and is facing other issues.
Lack of maintenance on the system, no equipment. So it's just more than money. We can't keep kicking the can down the road. I mean, if somebody does not maintain this system, it's just going to get worse. It's already probably 20 years old, going on 20 years old, and there's been no flushing of lines, anything like that. So we're asking people to please sit down, talk to us, and try to help us. We admit there is a problem, and we need others to help us solve it. We can't do it on our own.
Quinn hopes that everyone can come to the table and resolve the situation. A meeting was held on Wednesday night in which the residents of Beaverbrook agreed to raise their own water rates on average of $10 to $12 per month. They also agreed to pay another $25 6 times a year to help pay back Klein Township.
Hoping Klein Township sees that and that money is going to go directly to Klein Township as a good effort to try to make a payment plan to get that $30,000 resolved.
If the water is shut off, it will affect the sewer system as well as fire hydrants, which will create a public safety issue. Deadline for shutoff has been extended to Monday, May 2nd. Attorneys on both sides are in negotiations to possibly extend the deadline to May 5th when Klein Township holds its next board meeting. DEP may also become involved if needed. As a Plan B, the Beaverbrook Water Association has asked its attorney to possibly file an injunction in county court to try and stop the town's water from being shut off. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. Well, since that package was submitted as of 4 o'clock this afternoon, Bob Quinn told by Klein Township officials that they will not be backing down, and the water will definitely be shut off on Monday, May 2nd. The association's attorney, Donald Karpovich, will be taking this issue to court. The association in Beaverbrook will be holding a meeting this Sunday at 6 p.m. The Hazleton Area School Board held their monthly meeting last night at the McAdoo Clares Elementary Middle School. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
Last night's Hazleton Area School Board meeting sparked some tension between the board and the public. The motion to open up all coaching positions passed, but the bigger issue is the $8 million budget deficit. The board may have to cut positions and programs in order to survive.
No one seems to worry about our $8 million in the hole. No one seems to worry about the positions that are going to have to be cut. We're trying to keep class sizes appropriate. We're trying to keep teachers in their positions, but that doesn't draw a crowd. Our budget meetings, we average maybe one person, two people from the outside, from the public at our budget meetings. And we're talking $8 million.
Zola says it all comes down to the budget.
I firmly believe that, the coaching positions are important. I understand that. Our students are the first. But the budget is where it all comes down. It's where there's books for the students, teachers to teach them, coaches to coach them. It all comes to the budget. And no one seems to realize that we're $8 million in deficit. No one seems to realize that the state held our money last year till a few weeks ago, and will probably do it again next year. You know, no one's looking at the roof chillers and units that have to be replaced. We're looking at probably $100,000 per unit on some of them. Our field, football field, $850,000 to replace the turf, and it has to be done in the next year or so. That all comes down to budget.
Some school board members spent over 100 hours trying to resolve the budget issue.
We have a great board. We all work together. I'm really impressed because working for the district for 20 years, I saw many boards that did not get along. But, you know, there's a core of board members here that have attended every budget meeting, spent literally hours, hundreds of hours here, 100 hours at least at these meetings trying to resolve issues. And to make comments, just, flip comment to gather the support of a crowd or a clap, well, that just doesn't, it's not right. It's just not right.
For WYLN News, I'm Erin Harvey.
The Schuylkill Mall is up for sheriff's sale. It's listed for sale on the Schuylkill County's government website. The mall defaulted on a bank payment of just under $27,500 to Walnut Street LLC through Bancorp Bank. No one involved has commented. The mall just outside of Frackville and Arnott's Addition has had its problems lately. Sears and Kmart, two of the mall's anchors, closed within the past few months. The mall opened in 1980. The highest bidder will be awarded the property. 10% of the purchase price is due at the time of purchase. The remainder is due to the county sheriff's office within 10 days of the sale. The buyer is responsible for all unpaid property taxes and any liens. At this point, there's been no talk of closure. Carbon County's website is back online. It was the victim of a hacker this past weekend. County commissioners say someone hacked carboncounty.com and linked it to a pornographic video feed on the site. The Carbon County website is maintained through the County Information Technology Group and provides a variety of information relating to county government departments. Canadian department store giant Hudson's Bay is opening a distribution center here. Hudson's Bay will move into a building in the High Ridge Business Park near Minersville. Hudson's Bay is a Canadian icon, having been chartered by the British Crown in 1670. It operates 90 department stores across Canada and an online operation. It has an American subsidiary, Lord & Taylor. The building into which it's moving had previously been owned by Sears and Electrolux, and it will initially have about 600 positions. 207 will be new full-time jobs. It will also move some people from the Wilkes-Barre Lord & Taylor location. HBC says it will invest at least $50 million into the project. It expects to be fully open by January of 2017. Well, there is a giveaway for some lucky mothers out there from Penny's Classified. From now until May 3rd, you can call to register your mom to win some fantastic prizes, thanks to local area businesses. The contest is easy. All you have to do is dial 570-459-1869, extension 1110, and leave your mother's name and a phone number to enter. Here are some of those prizes that she can win. No purchase necessary to enter this contest. The 6 winners will be announced here on WYLN News at 5:30 and 10 on May 4th. So call now, and good luck from Penny's Classified and, of course, everyone at WYLN. A special event will be taking place this Saturday at the Hazelton One Community Center to help those from Ecuador affected by the earthquake on April 16th. The Ecuadorian group of Hazelton and Hazelton One Community Center have partnered in this effort. A group of people from Ecuador will be in the parking lot on Saturday from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. to box the items, and they will then take the items to JFK Airport. The items will be flown to Ecuador. According to the death toll from the country's risk management office, the death toll rose 654 after the magnitude 7.8 earthquake. The agency also reported that 58 people remain missing since the quake and 12,492 were injured. It also announced that almost 26,091 people remain in shelters. Once again, these items for them can be dropped off at the Hazelton One Community Center from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. this Saturday. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Another day of on again, off again rain, along with some cold temperatures. But tomorrow, we may have a break from all this dreary rain. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe?
Well, definitely we are going to get a break from the rain as we head into tomorrow, but we've been dealing with the dreary and damp conditions as well as cool conditions. Now, if you're traveling the next few hours, no major problems to talk about weather-wise across our area. And again, there's been some rain moving through our region, a lot of it in northern tier of PA and even upstate New York. Some more precipitation, even some severe weather down toward the central part of the nation, the south central part of the nation. Some tornado watches in effect, 40s and 50s is all we got for high temperatures over the past 24 hours. And it continues to remain cool out there, 45 in New Angola, 49 in Berwick, and 45 degrees in Mahanoy City. I'll talk about the complete 7-day forecast, including what we can expect this weekend, coming up in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, details on a fun and exciting event at Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range in Rockland. Plus, fire and ambulance companies in our area received grant money from the State Fire Commissioner, totaling over $245,000. That and much more, including weather and sports, is coming your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
You deserve to look your best.
A special fundraiser will be held this weekend to benefit the Hazleton Area High School's Sports Shooting Club. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has more.
Kids, Clays, and Vets will take place at Whitetail Shooting Preserve in Rockland this Saturday at 9 a.m. to benefit the Hazleton Area High School's Sports Shooting Club. The event features a special guest appearance by Staff Sergeant Eric Olson from WYLN's Warrior Summit Outdoors TV show. Whitetail owner Joe Gans has a rundown on what else you can see and do tomorrow.
Kids, Clays, and Vets going to start tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock sharp, Whitetail Preserve. Please come down. There's all sorts of World War II memorabilia. There's going to be a mess tent. You'll be served by GIs. We're going to have traps, skeet, sporting clays, money bird, a lot of a wobble trap, and a lot of the Dirty Harry pistol range. So please come down and enjoy yourself.
Over 10 World War II vehicles will be on display along with other military items. James Thomas and other organizers were busy setting up this morning. He and other members of his club purchased the vehicles from personal collectors and museums.
Today what we have here is an M20 Greyhound. There's some Dodge trucks here, a Plymouth car. We have a 105 howitzer. We will be bringing in a PAC 75. So we'll have a lot of military vehicle for on display here. All these are owned by men in our club, and it stays right here. It's local, Cunningham, Hazleton. Some of our guys are from down by Macungie. It's all on our own. We buy it, we restore it all on our own.
Youngsters may be seeing the military vehicles for the first time ever, while for many veterans, it brings back memories.
Oh yeah, you'll get the vets that'll come and they'll have driven one or worked on one, and they'll tell us all about them, pieces. They even bring us stuff, manuals, pictures, things that they had.
Once again, kids, clays, and vets will take place at Whitetail Shooting Preserve this Saturday at 9 a.m. with a rain date scheduled for Sunday, May the 1st. So be sure to come out and support the Hazleton Area High School Sports Shooting Club. In Black Creek Township for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, a look at what fire and ambulance companies in our area received from the State Fire Commissioner. Stay tuned.
The Alice C. Wilkes-Barre Performing Arts Center in Hazleton is proud to announce the United States Air Force Heritage of America Concert Band, Monday, May 2nd at 7 p.m. The concert band is comprised of over 40 professional airmen musicians who captivate audiences on regular tours throughout the East Coast with renditions of orchestral classics, marches, Broadway hits, jazz standards, movie music, and patriotic favorites. This concert is free and open to the public. Free tickets are available at Burger Family Dealership, Alta Pizzeria, Boscov's, and the Hazleton Active Adult Center.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Just a little bit of some drizzle falling outside right now, overcast skies, but I tell you what, it's kind of cool. Bit of a chill in the air, but at least as we go into tomorrow, we're going to start to clear things out quite nicely across our area. We'll see a return to some sunshine mixed with some clouds. Temperatures generally getting up into the 50s. All right, let's get on to the graphic for today, and you'll be able to see for yourself that today, well, you know what, we had to deal with the damp and overcast skies, and with those conditions, well, you know what, it just made temperatures much cooler than what it could have been for this time of year. Here's a look at a live 35 Skycast Doppler. We still got some leftover lingering showers across our region, and even where you don't see anything whatsoever, doesn't mean it's not doing anything. We have a lot of that drizzle and light rain that is just too light to be depicted by radar. 41 degrees only outside our television station in Hazleton, and with a little bit of that wind, it's only feeling like it's in the upper 30s, and we picked up a mere measly 0.02 of an inch of precipitation since the midnight hour. 49 now, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 44 degrees in Mount Pocono, 47 in Williamsport, 48 in Selians Grove, and 45 degrees in State College. Up in the Wyoming Valley area, temperatures generally holding in the mid to upper 40s to lower 50s. A little bit of a light breeze out there, but that pretty much is about it. So we had the rain moving through and some showers. Notice where the bulk of things are right now, even some heavier rain. Northern tier of Pennsylvania, upstate New York, just to the south of the Buffalo region. But we're going to clear things out, like I said, as we head through the overnight hours. And tomorrow looking pretty nice. We'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine, and then some more rain starts to head in our direction as we start going into the second part of the weekend. And some of that could be heavy at times for Sunday, and then even as we start going into Monday of next week. Take a look at the numbers as we go into tonight. 40s. Tomorrow, we'll be up into the 50s. Some areas will be near 60, possibly lower 60, so it's going to feel pretty nice out there temperature-wise. And by Sunday morning, notice temperatures generally in the 40s. So we hold on to the dry weather across the northeast, just some precipitation out toward the west. This leading edge starts to make its way toward the east as we go into Sunday, as we go into Monday. In the first week of May, tell you what, below average temperatures, dip in the jet stream, cool conditions, the warm weather generally out toward the west. But we're going to see a little bit of a warming trend coming in our direction on a 7-day extended forecast, but it won't get here till next week. We got the rain around for Sunday and Monday, and then by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we see temperatures in the 60s. Pick two numbers, 6-1, pick 3003, and to pick 431, 5-6, pick 5, 97467, and the treasurer numbers 411, 17, 26, and 28. We'll be back with more in a very bit.
I want you to attend the Kids, Clays, and Vets benefit fundraiser for the Hazleton Area High School Sports Shooting Club at Whitetail Shooting Preserve, Saturday, April 30th, starting at 9 a.m. There'll be a trap competition, 6-station money shoot, sporting clays, and Dirty Harry pistol range. Great food, tricky trays, vendors. You get to meet Staff Sergeant Eric Olson from the WYLN TV show Warriors Summit Outdoors. Plus, World War II vehicles will be on display all day. The Kids, Clays, and Vets benefit fundraiser at Whitetail Shooting Preserve, Saturday, April 30th, starting at 9.
This week on Topic A, we're tackling a very serious issue, addiction, and how it affects the entire family. This week on Topic A, Pathway to Recovery is back with the second part of an interview that you will only see on WYLN. Join us for Topic A, here and only here on WYLN.
Several fire and ambulance companies in our viewing area received thousands of dollars in grants, which will help them with building projects, equipment purchases or repairs, training, or reducing debt. State Representative Tara Toohill released this information this afternoon. The grant money was given through the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency and the Office of the State Fire Commissioner and was generated from slot machine gaming proceeds and non-general fund tax revenue. The following fire companies listed on your screen now are from the 116th District, and they received nearly $245,000. In Carbon County, Representative Doyle Heffley and State Senator Johnny Dechak announced that nearly $330,000 in grant money has been awarded to these organizations in Carbon County. Senator Dechak said, quote, "These grants are a vital financial resource for our local volunteer fire and ambulance organizations that provide critical emergency services. I commend our volunteers for their dedication and service." Unquote. Coming up next, John Eric Poli is in for Eric DeBaradinas with sports here on WYLN.
Hi, this is Jeff Bonomo, host of Off the Beaten Path. I'm proud to announce the newest addition to WYLN's original programming lineup, Tasting Pennsylvania. Come with me and the crew as we travel the Keystone State looking for the best places to eat, drink, and be merry. It's coming soon to WYLN TV 35. Join me as I do all the taste testing for you on Tasting Pennsylvania.
Last night, the Hazleton Area School Board decided to come out and say all for one and one for all. Well, maybe not in those exact words, but you could take it that way after the board's decision for fall and winter sports. Last night, the Hazleton Area School Board voted 6-3 in favor of opening all coaching positions for the fall and winter sports. The board stressed that men's basketball head coach Mike Joseph isn't to blame for their decision, but there were several references made about him. Joseph did speak to defend his job, but declined to comment to the media afterwards. In his speech to the board, he spoke about his past players and all the efforts that he and all Hazleton coaches made for their kids.
And all of our coaches do this for their athletes. We all have time, but there's no end of the season anymore. We take a little bit of time off in the basketball program, a little bit of time in August, and we work to become as good as we possibly can be.
Joseph's assistant for the past 9 seasons is Brian Casadas. Casadas isn't happy with the board's decision, and he thinks that it will have a negative impact on the kids, including his son, who will be a senior on Hazleton Area's basketball team next season.
This is our life. This is what we do. And I think he puts a lot of time into it. And for him to be going through this uncertainty, I just felt it was not the right thing to do. And Mike Joseph certainly has put his time in as an outstanding coach.
The basketball team wasn't the only team that was upset by the board's decision, as girls soccer coach Madison Palumbo spoke passionately on the matter.
The fans, the players, they essentially at the high school level, they basically grew up in their high school years with these sports, with these coaches. These coaches know their players, and the players, vice versa, they know their coaches. So if you're going to sit here and you're just going to decide that you want to change this, That is absolutely ridiculous.
After the meeting, we did speak with School Board Vice President Vinny Zola, who believes that this is something that the board should do every few years.
I truly believe that coaching positions should be open in the district. And maybe not every year, maybe it's every 3 years or 5 years, because it gives the opportunity for other people, outside people in our community to have an opportunity to try out for that position. Who knows what's out there? No one should be so secure that they're there for 25, 30 years, 40 years, and it's forgotten about.
This decision doesn't mean that all coaches have been fired. The coaches are still able to reapply for the jobs, and they can still work with their teams until the board announces who the next coach of the team is. If anyone is interested in applying for a coaching position, you can apply at the Hazleton Athletic Office at the Hazleton Area High School between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. The deadline for the applications are May 12th at 2 o'clock. If you have any questions, you can call the athletic department at 570-459-3221, extension 81539. Yesterday was the first step of the 2016 NFL season with the NFL Draft. Last night, the future of the NFL found out where they would start their careers. Los Angeles Rams selected quarterback Jared Goff out of California with the number 1 overall pick. The Eagles picked second, and they selected quarterback Carson Wentz of North Dakota State. Some other notable names to be drafted were Ezekiel Elliott to the Cowboys, Ronnie Stanley to the Ravens, Will Fuller to the Texans, and the Broncos traded up to the number 26 spot to grab quarterback Braxton Lynch. Tonight at 7 o'clock, rounds 2 and 3 of the NFL Draft will begin, and we'll have more on the draft at 10 o'clock. Also tonight at 10 o'clock, we'll talk high school track and field and football with javelin throwers and quarterbacks Jacob Solar of Coughlin and Walter Coles of Pittston area. Stay tuned. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with the final look at our forecast.
Call WYLN 35 for this special promotion for Mother's Day. Call 570-459-1869 between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Hit 1 for WYLN and extension 1110 for pennies classified. Register your mom's name and number and she may win a gift certificate from one of our participating sponsors. No purchase necessary to register. Winners will be announced on the news on WYLN 35 on May 4th, evening edition 5:30 and late edition 10 p.m. Good luck and happy Mother's Day.
WYLN has strong ties to the community and it's committed to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hands Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to Pennsylvania continues with the broadcast of Hazleton's Fun Fest Parade and the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants Despair Hillclimbs. And throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other community events. WYLN, we're your local network.
So if you plan on doing any traveling this upcoming weekend, or it's a time of the year, maybe you're heading to the shore, or maybe New York City, Wildwood, New Jersey, Atlantic City, New Jersey, Ocean City, New Jersey, or Ocean City, Maryland, it's going to be kind of cool out there, but for the most part it should be dry, a mix of clouds and sunshine, and temperatures generally managing to make it up into the 50s to lower 60s in New York City. So that rain will be out of here. Look at northern tier of PA, some locally heavy downpours, upstate New York, some locally heavy downpours. But again, all of that is making its way out of our area, and it's going to pave the way for a nice looking Saturday. Yippee-yi-yay. All right, extended forecast looking like this. Looks good for tomorrow, Saturday. Go out to Whitetail. Support. Goes to a great cause, by all means, for the Hazleton area school district. 57 degrees. It will be dry. It'll be nice. Some areas will be lower 60s, and then rain comes into play for Sunday and Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we are back up into the 60s.
All right, well, at least we have Saturday for
Yeah,
the
we
weekend.
managed to get one nice day out of the two.
But next week
Even better.
looks
Yeah.
pretty nice. We just have to get through Sunday and Monday with the rain, but I don't know.
We'll do it.
All right. Those weather conditions, though, for the shores.
It's typical this time of year.
Yeah.
You know, April going into May, still kind of cool.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks for that, and hopefully it'll get warmer.
It will.
If you are planning on going, definitely take some jackets, and I'm not quite sure the ocean's ready.
If you like cold water,
Where are the
yes.
70s at?
I don't know. Can we just blame Eric and I just usually...
They were back a number of years. We're in the 2016? Yeah.
not answering that for you. I'm pretty sure you know too.
Yeah, it's 2016.
Have a great